The Irving Heritage Society hosts an annual Valentine Tea to commemorate a very special event in Irving's history.
This year's event is going virtual, and Geraldine Miller joins us with the details. Welcome.
Geraldine, it's so great to see you. So for people who aren't familiar with this annual event, what can you tell us about the history of the Valentine Tea?
Well, first of all, thank you for having us and giving us an opportunity to showcase our Heritage Society Vintage Valentine's Tea. The tea will be held on Sunday, February 14th, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And this is our first ever virtual tea. And we're hoping that it's the last tea. Karen Martin is our co-chairman, and Linda Proctor, Karen Martin, is our chairman, and Linda Proctor is our co-chairman. The Schultz House, which is now the Heritage House, is located 303 South O'Connell Road, and is one of Irving's oldest homes. It was built in 1912 by C.P. Schultz for his bride, Virginia. C.P. was the brother of J.O. Schultz, co-founder of Irving in 1903. So on February 14, in February 1914, the Schultz family had a Valentine's themed housewarming party. It was the highlight of the social season that year to showcase their home to the Irving community. And so what we do in February every year, and fortunately it falls on Valentine's Day this year, is to have a tea that commemorates what the Schultzes did in 1914.
That's great.
In 1914. And the first tea by the Urban Heritage Society was in 1978.
That's wonderful. So what do you have planned for this year?
What we have planned this year, doing it virtually, is that what we have done so far, we have delivered teacups to all the past sweethearts and the presidents. And the ones who were out of town, we mailed them their cups. So that's a treat. And the ones I delivered, they were very happy to get their teacups and to get a little bag of tea. So on Sunday, they will sip their tea with us from their cups, and we're asking them to dress in their red, put on a hat and glove, and just enjoy the festivities. Now, two of the highlights are, one, we present two sweethearts. Sometimes it's one, but this year we will have two sweethearts, and it's a surprise to both of the individuals, as it was in past years. Woody Schober will salute the sweethearts with "Let Me Call You Sweetheart." And for years, Dr. Clay Gilbert entertained us. He provided the musical entertainment from the piano in the house, but we paused at this time to remember his legacy because Dr. Gilbert transitioned on February 5th. He was a sweetheart in 2005, so we're going to miss him dearly, not having him at the tea, especially when this pandemic is over. And finally, we have a special guest, Laura Swalen, will provide some fascinating information on the tea and also the history of our vintage tea.
That is a lovely idea, and I do thank you for mentioning Dr. Clay. He really is going to be a great loss in this community. He was a wonderful man. So the Valentine's Tea has been a standing room only event every time that I've been in the past, but this year, of course, you had to go virtual because of the pandemic. But I have to ask you, does that give you any opportunities this year that you don't usually have when everybody's there in person?
Well, I really can't think of, it just made us really brainstorm and use our creative juices to make it a very nice event since it's virtual. And I must say that Karen Martin and Linda Proctor and their committee has done a fantastic job in bringing this to life.
Yeah, absolutely. What do viewers need to know about how to attend this year's virtual Valentine Tea?
We are still accepting invitations. So if anyone wants to attend, they must email Irving Heritage Society at yahoo.com. And once you send your request, then Mary Higby will send you the link Everyone will not get the link. It's not going to be posted because we're trying to control the attendees and not have any guests who are not invited to attend. So Irving Heritage Society at yahoo.com.
Geraldine, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I've heard about people crashing Zoom parties if the links are out there, so I think you guys are probably being pretty wise to do that. So we really appreciate the information. Folks, remember that the virtual Vintage Valentine's Tea, sponsored by the Irving Heritage Society, is Sunday, February 14th at 2 p.m., and you can get your invitation link by emailing Irving Heritage Society at yahoo.com. Thanks, Geraldine.
Thank you.
May I add one other thing?
Certainly.
I would like to highlight who are sponsors for the Valentine Tea. And that is, we have two. That's Bruce Burns, and that's Stars and Stripes Bargain Center at Rock Island and Story. We appreciate our sponsors for this virtual tea.
Absolutely. Can't do anything without sponsors. Thank you, Geraldine.
All right. Thank you for having me.